All right, today we are diving into an absolute classic, a game you've probably played, but maybe, just maybe, haven't totally mastered yet. Two truths and a lie.
You know that feeling, right? You're in a new team meeting, a workshop, whatever, and there's just crickets. That super awkward silence where everyone's just kind of looking at their shoes, waiting for somebody else to break the ice. We've all been there.
Well, what if there was a perfect fix for that? A game that needs zero equipment, takes like 10 minutes, and is actually genuinely fun. Yep, that's two truths and a lie, and it's a total game changer.
So here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the basics of why this game is so great and how to play it. Then we'll get into the fun stuff, how to get really good at it, some pro tips for running the game, and then we'll wrap up with the science of why it actually works so well.
Okay, let's start at square one. What exactly is this game, and what makes it such a powerful tool for getting people to connect?
The concept is super simple. Each person comes up with 3 little facts about themselves. The catch? 2 of them are 100% true, and 1 is a complete lie. And everyone else's job? To be a detective and figure out which one is the fake. And the flow couldn't be easier. First, everyone gets a minute to cook up their 3 statements. Then you go around the circle sharing your 3. After you're done, the group guesses which one is the lie. And then you have the big reveal. You tell them the lie, and you always get that amazing reaction, like, "No way, I totally thought that one was the lie." That little moment of surprise, that's where the magic happens.
Okay, so playing is one thing, but winning, or at least being really, really good at it, that's a whole other level. Let's get into the strategy. Welcome to the art of the lie.
This right here, this is the secret sauce. The best players know this. Your goal isn't just to make your lie believable. The real trick is to have a truth that sounds so wild, so outrageous, that everyone thinks it has to be the lie. It's all about misdirection.
Let me show you what I mean. A believable lie is something kind of boring, like, "I've never had a cavity." It's plausible, whatever. But you pair that with an outrageous truth, like, "I was a movie extra." Now what do you think everyone's going to focus on? They'll all be debating the movie story, completely ignoring your simple little lie about the cavity. See how that works?
And here are a few more tips to really up your game. Don't put your lie last. That's a classic rookie mistake. Keep your lies short and sweet. The more you talk, the more you risk tripping yourself up. And for sure, you gotta practice that poker face. A nervous laugh or looking away at the wrong time, it's a dead giveaway.
Okay, player mode off, facilitator mode on. What if you're the one leading the game for your team? Let's talk about how to make sure it runs smoothly and is a huge success. First thing to know, this game is crazy versatile. You can adapt it for pretty much anything. Got a remote team? Have them drop their statements in the chat and use emojis to vote. A huge crowd? Split them into breakout rooms. In a more professional setting? Just guide people to use work-related facts. It always works. Now, as a facilitator, you are going to run into this. Someone just freezes up. They swear they have nothing interesting to say. So, what do? The key is to be ready for it. Don't just spring it on people. Give everyone a minute or two of quiet time to just think. And help them out with some simple prompts. You know, like, think of a weird food you've eaten, or a surprising skill you have. A little bit of structure goes a long, long way.
And here's the other big one. How do you keep things fun and light without someone accidentally sharing something, well, a little TMI, too much information, and making things awkward?
You've got to be proactive. Set the ground rules right from the get-go. A quick, "Hey everyone, let's keep it work safe and fun," is perfect. And the best thing you can do is go first yourself and model the kind of light, interesting statements you're hoping for. That shows everyone else what's fair game.
So we've got the how to play and the how to lead. But let's dig into the big question. Why does this game work so incredibly well? What is this secret ingredient that makes it build connections so fast?
It really boils down to these 4 things. It builds trust because you're sharing personal stuff, but in a really safe, structured way. It's actually fun. It's a game, not an interview. It feels safe because you have total control over what you choose to share. And honestly, this might be the best part. It is so incredibly efficient. We're talking 10, maybe 15 minutes to learn something genuinely memorable about every single person in the room.
And that's really the core of it all. You're not just listing off random facts. You're sharing tiny little stories about yourself. And it's through those surprising little stories that we start to see each other as, real people, not just coworkers. And that is the foundation for everything.
So, I'll leave you with that. The next time you're in a new group, you've got this. You know exactly what to do. So start thinking, what would your 3 statements be?